guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. If it's your first time seeing me, go ahead and like this video because I know you're gonna like it already. And if you already are subscribed, then hey, welcome back. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about the third eye chakra. Now, I've had a bunch of questions about your third eye, how to open your third eye, the experience of opening your third eye. I think my third eye is opening. Is it really, girl? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is the 6th video in the chakra series. If this is your first video that you're seeing of the chakra series, go back and watch all of the others. Also, check me out on Instagram at Pageant Queen Pixie. I'm trying to think about what else I want to plug. My Patreon as well. So what I'm going to be doing, well, I've started doing it already. On Sundays, I'm going to be posting the week that we're going to be doing in Patreon on the Create Faith Tarot Academy. So you guys can basically see the tips that we're going to be getting into, the manifestation tea we're going to be getting into, the journal prompts that we're going to be getting into. You won't see the tea, but you'll know what's going on in the Patreon. So you guys can, kind of get a little sneak peek to see if it's something that you would be interested in. So yeah, thank you guys for being here, of course. And if you are interested in some third eye tea, then let's get into it. So the position of your third eye is right here in between your brow bone. So if you're ever doing like a meditation, holding a crystal to your third eye or anything like that, this is where you want to focus on, right in between your eyebrows. Now, also your third eye can be represented by a bluish purplish color. Sometimes it can be a translucent color. Let me see a few different ways we have your third eye being represented. So I have on this selenite chakra wand, your third eye is this, this purple crystal. And then I have this chakra incense holder where your third eye is actually represented by this icy blue. So just know it's a second from the top, okay? Because sometimes it's that icy blue, sometimes it's a translucent blue, and sometimes it's a purple. Now your third eye is ruling your intuition. It is the center of wisdom. It's ruling your psychic ability. It's ruling your ability to check yourself, your ability to look within yourself, wisdom, higher consciousness, discernment, your ability to have visualizations whenever you're having manifestations, your ability to see visions, also your ability to communicate with the collective and to connect with the collective. Your openness as well, being open to try new things, being open to research, being open to knowledge. Your imagination, and of course, again, your inner perception. So the things that you are dealing with within yourself, your ability to, just see things objectively, your ability to release energies as you need to, just your ability to look within and do the work. So your third eye chakra, again, is the center for all of that. Now, typically, whenever we hear about third eye chakra and whenever people are asking me about third eye chakra, they're talking about the veil being lifted, seeing visions, seeing different downloads, seeing ghosts and hearing things and tapping into all these abilities. And your third eye chakra definitely is all of that. But you are not ready for that, and you will not be ready for that until you are able to do the inner perception of the third eye chakra, until you're able to be open to different concepts, different ways of life. I definitely feel like your third eye is kind of something that unlocks whenever you have reached a certain level of enlightenment on your journey, whenever you reach a certain, path, when you are actually looking within and doing the work, when you're actually trying to connect with the collective, when you're actually, able to tap into the collective consciousness, when you're able and excited to research, to learn new things, to, not just sit and wait for things to come to you, when you are actively trying to tap into different things, actively kind of, springing and, kickstarting a spiritual awakening because you're hungry for the information, you're hungry for the healing, and you're just ready, for that next level. You're ready for the next step. So I definitely feel like if you're someone that's in that energy, you really don't have to worry about forcing your third eye open. Nobody needs to be worried about forcing it open. But if you are already someone, that's excited about the journey, you're actively learning about what's going on, you're someone that's open, you're someone that's imaginative, someone that's creative, someone that trusts their intuition already, someone that's able to connect with God on a very, very high level. If you're someone that's already walking in that energy, it'll be a piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? Because again, your third eye is going to be ruling, like your ability to see visions and visualizations and stuff like that. Girl, that's not nothing that you want to play with unless you are ready for it. Seriously. I think that a lot of people, start this journey and they're just ready for the hocus pocus. But I don't really think everybody is. And I say hocus pocus because I know that's how people feel whenever they're first getting into it. And they're like, oh, I can speak to the dead and I can see ghosts and I can have visions of my past life. Like, of course, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that veil being lifted? But there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being able to have that kind of knowledge. So yeah. just something to be mindful of. And of course, we all know that your pineal gland is connected to your third eye. Your pineal gland is a part of your brain that basically controls your consciousness and also your perception of things. So of course that's directly connected, to your third eye, your ability to, just see things and also be open, because a lot of the things that you experience when your third eye is open, the visions, seeing dead animals, hearing animals, just like sitting down with your ancestors, sitting down with your spirit guides, seeing them, is definitely something that is not what you're used to. Basically on this regular plane, we're not used to seeing that kind of shit and being around that. Some of us have been gifted since we were little to always be able to see those things, but everybody, isn't. So that can definitely be something that's startling, and it's definitely something that you have to open your mind to just being able to understand, okay, this is not just about unlocking powers and abilities for me. Like, this is opening like the door to me being able to, break that barrier of, connection, break that veil between the physical world and the spiritual world. So of course, if we are in a state, where our pineal gland has not been calcified, to complete bone, and, we're in a space where we can, be open about those things. And of course, we are more than likely to be able to tap in with our third eye. Now, let's get into a few reasons that your third eye is blocked. And I feel like a lot of people experience these reasons and are dealing with these things and are like, let's open the third eye. It's like, hold up. Wait, let's just get into it. So mental, emotional, and spiritual issues, pretty, self-explanatory. If we are feeling like we're not able to get out of these issues, if we aren't really trying to pull energy from any other sources, if we get in a space where we're dealing with issues and we forget that we have a God to go to, we forget that we have the universe looking out for us, we forget that we have, our spirit guides, our ancestors, if we're constantly, just not really allowing ourselves to see other solutions to things except for what's right in front of us, that can also be another sign that you have some blockages in your third eye, that, you're lacking of faith. Like, if you don't see something in front of you, it's very, very difficult for you to believe it. And also, if you're someone that is living in like a dream world, if you spend a lot of time daydreaming, a lot of people have, messed up their perception of what their life is because they are constantly thinking that they're in a different place. And I think social media has a big thing to do with that. Like, as far as, this is how I feel about, just a little example. If you're in a bad relationship and you're constantly posting good things on social media, posting cute pictures of you and your toxic ass partner, people are going to see that and be like, oh my God, y'all are goals. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all are so cool. Even though you in your head, that shit is not good, getting that feedback from everybody else, your subconscious is going to be like, this is good. This is cute. This is goals. This is fine. Even if in your right mind, that's a problem. So we definitely have to be sure that we are being perceptive and that we are being mindful of how we are viewing ourselves. So that can be a sign that our third eye is blocked as well. If we're just not able to if we're not able to really focus on, what's around us. Also, if we are having issues concentrating, if we're having issues finding a path, finding a purpose, again, thinking beyond what we are seeing in front of us, if we're having issues, connecting in those ways. If we're having issues in confidence, again, lack of faith. If we're having issues with hearing our intuition, if we don't know if our intuition or anxiety, again, mental health issues where you feel like, your mind is playing tricks on you. Those are all things that can definitely be a sign of blockages in your third eye. And I also feel like even if those things aren't causing the blockages, because we can't control what mental health issues we feel like. I definitely feel like anxiety, depression, PTSD, those things can kind of start to, put blockages maybe where blockages weren't. Like, maybe a lot of us, we were at a space where we were very, very faithful and imaginative and creative. And, we were in, abusive situations or situations where we were doing bad mentally. And that definitely could have gotten us off course or set us back to where now we have to rebuild our confidence and rebuild our intuition and things like that. So again, whenever we talk about chakra work, it's a constant journey to constantly make sure that you're tapping into these energies and doing what you need to keep these energies open, keep these energies flowing. Now we can get into tips, some things that you can do to nurture your third eye. Meditation is great. Being mindful of where you are and listening and being able to hear your intuition. So something that I think is really, really good to do, to just listen to your intuition, is literally for you to just sit, be mindful of where you are, how your legs feel on whatever you're sitting, what your back feels like if you're sitting, what your clothes feel like on you, what your hair feels like on you, how does your stomach feel? Are you hungry? Are you full? You know what I'm saying? Just think about how you feel in the present moment. Like, just come to a calm space and kind of just do an analysis of how you feel and where you are in the very moment that you are in. Don't think about what you're doing after that. Don't think about what you were doing before. Focus on that moment. And when you focus on that moment, like as you get deeper and deeper into that moment, you're able to kind of just let these thoughts in your head just kind of, like fall away. Like you're not thinking about tomorrow, so those thoughts leave. You're not thinking about the past, so those thoughts leave. All you have in your mind is where you are in that present moment. And when we stop and we are just present, we're able to hear our intuition very, very clearly. And it could just be the things that pop into our heads. Like whenever meditation is just not all about having a very clear mind space, because we're going to be thinking about stuff regardless. It's just about thinking about those things, making note of it, and letting it go. We don't have to think about it and be like this, like go into a deep tunnel. We can literally think those thoughts and let them fly. So sitting with yourself in meditation is going to be good for unlocking your intuition. Also, you could be playing some third eye chakra singing bowls as well while you were in that meditative space. Grounding work is going to be good as well for your third eye, just so you can deeper connect with the universe. So sitting outside in grass, getting some sun, journaling in the sun, letting, just nature heal you, letting nature give you some beautiful vibration. Also opening your mind. If you are someone that is ruled by fear, if you are ruled by anxiety, if you are ruled by only the things you can see, then girl, you don't need to be worried about no third eye. Okay, we need to be dealing with that first, for real. Like it's all about openness, being open-minded, having an open spirit, being open to receiving the messages from the universe. It might not be what you thought your whole life. It might be something totally different that maybe completely is not aligned with whatever you are, conditioned to believing, but it's what you need. So being open to discovering those things. Of course, affirmations about being able to hear your intuition clearly, affirmations about being open-minded, affirmations about, being able to have clear perception, having clear discernment, saying affirmations, just about you being ready to discover what you need to discover, you being open and willing to see the things that you need to see. And of course, seeking personal wisdom. I definitely feel like anytime we're in the deep depths of, self-help, we're thinking about things we've been through, we're reflecting a lot, we're figuring out what we don't want to take with us further. I definitely feel like us opening our mind to, wait, I need to change. There's things that I haven't been doing correctly. That in itself is you taking a very big step as an individual. It takes a very big step for anybody to look in the mirror at themselves and be like, damn, this is what you have been doing to you. It's like taking away everybody else that's done you anything, thinking about what you have been doing to you. And being open to that self-exploration, being open to that reflection, and understanding that it's not condemnation. You are free to talk to yourself and be open with yourself and face the things that you have done. And you doing that is going to clear up so much energy. It's going to remove shame, remove guilt, remove fear, and make more space for divine messages. And of course, if your third eye is open, you'll definitely be able to tap into psychic abilities, possibly having visions. I was definitely seeing things about my past life. I was seeing apparitions. I told you guys this. I was hearing my cats talking to my cats and stuff. There definitely was just a barrier that was broken, things that I had no idea about. I got a lot of clarity about death. I got a lot of clarity about like the meaning of life, and that made living so much easier, honestly, when it removed the fear of what you think is inevitable, or, what you think. Like, I feel like a lot of us, we're kind of just taught that, life is so short and our life is so, like that we're so small, but we really are a part of the universe. And you understanding that and you knowing that you can be fearless, you can have whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, I think is a great step to, creating that open-mindedness. So yes, that is some tea that I have for you guys about your third eye chakra. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Take your time with your third eye. And I definitely feel that if we are working from our root chakra, going all the way up, by the time we get to our third eye, we would have done so much healing, so much self-reflection. We'll be ready, for that step. So it's always a gift from God, from the universe, whenever we are blessed with different abilities, different wisdom, different knowledges. These are gifts. These aren't things to just take advantage of. So we have to understand that in order for us to receive these abundant gifts, we have to be in a space of abundance, and we have to be ready for them. So yes, that is what we have for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the video. Like I said, check out the Patreon, watch all the other chakra videos, follow me on my social media, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye guys. Bless.